Hey guys, it's really embarrassing. I make these videos, but I'm gonna finally start making videos, and then I don't upload a single video after that for months on end. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm not happy with it. Um, a lot's been happening, but I figured the least I could do is like let you guys in on like why all this stuff's been going on and why it's been so delayed. The past year or so has been really, really rough for me. I've been dealing with some issues which forced me to leave school. Been working on them, trying to recover to the best of my ability. And it was around the time I was trying to get back into things that I went back into school, and it's been taken a lot out of me to just get through that. And I don't want to let this slide because I really enjoy doing this stuff. And it's becoming more and more relevant to what I want to do when I get out of school. So I really want to like practice these skills of presentation, media creation. But it's there's only so much that I can have to offer, and I'm going with a pretty rigorous course, or rigorous, whatever it is, whatever you'd call it, set course load, fucking whatever. After I made those most recent videos, I started working on something. I was going to do sort of a bit on Assassin's Pride. And I tried making a video on Assassin's Pride about 3 different times. And the first 2 times, I was just super unhappy with how it turned out. I thought it was not a good video. And the third one, it was very editing focused, and very editing intensive. And over time, I just like stopped having fun. I really did not like working on it. Assassin's Pride can kind of suck my balls. For real, like Assassin's Pride, kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's Assassin's Pride's fault, but I'm gonna blame it anyways. I was just going to make something on how it kind of sucked in, like, initially, like, in case it sucked, but then the first episode was actually kind of all right, if a little bit suspect. And then it kind of continued on, and there were some kind of meh episode. There were some kind of meh moments, some kind of good ones. I mean, honestly, like the first episode wasn't great. It just had like a really well directed last scene, is what it was. There was stuff to say about it, stuff to criticize it for. But then there was like episodes, I think it was like 4 and 5, that were like actually like really decent. But at the end of the day, there was one really significant thing about it, and that was it really took Lolicon, or however you pronounce it. It really took it to a new level, if that makes any sense. That was like one of the first drafts of it. What it was about. I was talking about like the 3 degrees of Lolicon. The first one being just character design, and it's like, whatever. Life's too short to judge people over stuff like that. 2 is okay. It's like aspects of the fact that they're kids, like like very childish school uniforms and stuff like that being added to the fetish. Okay, that's when I'm starting to really get concerned about who you are as a person. And then there's the 3rd degree, which I didn't know was a thing until I watched Assassin's Pride, which is when it entirely acknowledges how absolutely like weird the idea of an adult, like it feels like a grooming fantasy that got edited into a watchable state. I just tried talking about it a bunch of different times, and I just like, I wasn't having fun talking about it. It made me like upset to talk about this, because it was really just like kind of, I mean you could like gloss over it and then like poke fun at other parts of this story, or you could focus it focus on it, which is what I was doing because it was the only exemplary thing about it. Exemplary, that's the wrong word. Extraordinary thing about it. Nothing is exemplary about this show, but yeah, just focusing on made me really upset. And so I started working on this like Hall of the Mountain King um, shit post. I might end up finishing that. I don't know. This was the one, like the last one I tried making, or like you know, music will be playing as I go, and like I grab some yogurt, start like eating it as I watch. I react to like what's going on, and then like the kiss scene at the end of the first episode happens, and like that's when it goes. The music like starts going crazy, and you've seen Hall of the Mountain King memes. I also started working on something else, which was me comparing Darwin's Game to this manga, which I saw compared to Darwin's Game negatively, even though the manga was way better than Darwin's Game in my opinion. And I talk about the differences in it, but then like my script continuously got outdated as I got slower and slower on editing it because I was just getting into school as I was starting to edit it, and eventually it was like 4 weeks later. I'm just like, well, I'm not even going to do this, and it's hard. There's like a lot of mental barriers I'm dealing with, and I feel bad because I promised you guys I'd start working on stuff, and I promised myself I'd start working on stuff, and that hasn't really, like, I've worked on it, but like nothing's come of it. I'm currently working on something else. I am having fun working on it. It is on a topic I had a lot of fun writing about. I had a lot of fun recording it, and I'm having fun editing it. But it is also a lot of work to edit it, and it's slow going, and I'm having to deal with that while I also deal with, all of my high-level engineering classes, and, it's... Man, I sounded like a dick there. I'm not even, like, sure what I'm getting at with here, but I've got some disabilities that's making it hard to do the coursework on its own. I've been struggling just with that, and honestly forgetting to work on the video most days. And I don't like that that's happening. It's like one step at a time and all that stuff. Like, I'm getting stuff done, but like this is something that's also important to me too, and I've just been letting it slip. And I don't know, I guess I'm just making this because I wanted to have some kind of communication with you guys. I'm not sure how much, I haven't really been doing this enough that I feel like a really strong bond with you guys, since my uploads have been so sporadic, and, I haven't really felt like I've formed an identity yet. But, it really does mean a lot that there are people waiting for me to make something else that I am working on 2 new things right now. The first is a analytical dissection of an anime where I critique it. One that I'm very passionate about, that I really want to just rip a new asshole for. And that's been a lot of fun to work on. The other one is this sort of, kind of more in the spirit of like those Attack on Titan like musical shit posts I made. I honestly think the things are a little cringy, but they got really, really popular, and people seem to want more of them. So I'm working on another one, and it's probably going to take a very long time since it's a little on the ambitious end, and it's also something I absolutely refuse to record while I have roommates. I'm wondering if I should also just, like, I don't know, make some low effort. I don't like making low effort stuff, but maybe I really should just force myself to make stuff I'm not immediately happy with in order to like actually just like get through this process of making stuff happen. Because I recently figured out what I want to do with my life. At least sometimes you change your mind and you come to an epiphany, then you change your mind on it. But like, I think I finally found something that I might want to do, and that's if you've heard of the term science outreach, possibly, it's basically science education, other than just being a straight up science teacher, like, I don't know, Bill Nye the Science Guy, I guess you could think, or these people who like go around to schools and then like drop fruit in liquid nitrogen, that kind of thing. It's just kind of important to me that I'm able to develop these like media and presentation skills, and that I don't just lose the aspects of myself that make me want to do this rather than going into like research or something like that. Because it is something very important to me. I don't know, maybe I'll do some, God, imagine me doing some science stuff on this channel. I think I do kind of want to stick to media stuff, at least for a little bit, because that's also something that really, really interests me. And, I love stories and narratives and, making little shitposty videos. I'm not going to make any promises about upload schedules or what will or won't come out anytime soon, or just, yeah, I'm not some career YouTuber or anything like that. I'm just someone trying to figure out who the hell he is as a person, who knows he can make stuff he's happy with but isn't doing it, and just wants to, I don't know, reach for something, I guess. And I don't know, it's nice that there's some people who give a shit. Thank you guys, but like more than you can know. Thank you. And I hope to make something you guys can enjoy sometime soon.